Yo, what's going on, guys? We are back for a really interesting video here. So we just took on Self-Destruction, previously known as Doppel, and this is a great player right here. This guy has been pushing BGs since as far back as I can remember. Definitely, I think from the start of BGs, this guy is a real OG. He also has the veteran BG's Warrior title, which I think we're the only two to have it. I think he got it this past season when I got my 11th. So I still got him by one season. But we'll see how it goes this season. He's probably going to catch up to me. But yeah, let's get into this match. So the rules of this tourney allow you to whitelist 2 champs, and that definitely benefits some more than others. Doppel chose to whitelist his rank 4 Kush and Serpent. And I did not choose to whitelist my rank 4 Onslaught, just because of the fact that Shocker literally 51Ks him, and everyone runs Shocker nowadays, so he's not really the most reliable. Also, skill defenders this meta really aren't cutting it, in my opinion. There's Bullseye, and that's about it. I think the Mutant class has just gotten so strong with the addition of Dazzler now, and it's just totally overpowering skills. Like previous skills like Korg and Atuma and even Killmonger that used to be cooking. I do run Killmonger this meta just because of the fact that people kind of forgot about him. He can actually catch people off guard with how tanky he is, and because this is such a nuke meta, just even a little bit of a stall can come through. But yeah, so let's analyze the draft right here. So I got Serpent and Mantis off rip. Mantis obviously was for his Photon. She's able to punch up a rank, so rank 2 is fine. That's the reason why I've held off on rank 3 Mantis for so long now. And then we did get Thanos. That is the most beautiful thing that I like to see in a draft, just because of the fact that he can literally take anyone as an attacker, pretty much anyone. And his defensive value is very underrated this meta because people think he's easy with the grit passive that you get, but he still stalls out, and in a nuke meta, that is very valuable. The protection really comes in clutch. And we also grabbed Killmonger and Weapon X. I'm just giving Killmonger a little bit of a chance here for stalling purposes. And then we get Photon and Weapon X. I see that he doesn't really have a Weapon X counter. But looking back on that, I definitely should have taken Shocker there because Shocker actually can take Thanos. He nukes right through his protection. And I don't really have a purpose for Photon because he has Mantis. I was kind of worried about defensive long shot, but I shouldn't have been because he took him for offense. And that last pick Shothra there was actually the savior because bro was taking triple Cosmic Defenders, and I didn't have a single Mystic before that. So now we're kind of able to make do because we can save Shothra for Serpent. Here I'm going to use Thanos for his Maestro. And due to the fact that I know Chavez, especially low Sig, is very slow for Serpent relatively this meta because you can't just spam your special 2s. You actually have to punish his specials to get the grit passive. I know that we can definitely take this round. And here I was considering Weapon X for Maestro, but then I just decided on Thanos because he does have Long Shot for Thanos, which is an easy cook, and Weapon X might actually do something on defense. You never know. He doesn't exactly have like a conventional counter to him. So now Thanos versus Maestro, you just want to do 2 special 1s and then special 2 and hope that the special 2 crits, which I believe it does in this fight. So that was very fortunate. Yeah, very straightforward fight. Thanos really just simplifies so many matchups. It makes him so good. I really want to rank 4 this guy as my second rank 4 once I get enough tier 7 basic. We'll see if that's able to happen. He's just, honestly, in my opinion, the best rank 4. So that was a lot closer than I would have liked. He played that Chavez versus Serpent fight very well. There's a certain trick you can do in that fight to keep him from getting enough Cold Force charges while you get your initial damage in, and I'm sure he did that because he has a low Sig Chavez, and that was pretty fast. So now I'm putting Killmonger down because of the fact that he is going to be forced to use someone like Thanos, who I want to get rid of because I only have one Shathra, and Shathra is kind of designated for Serpent here. So he has to save his Mantis for Photon, his Longshot for Weapon X, and he wants to save his Thanos for defense. And so he's just going to use Photon here because he knows that I have Mantis, so that would be the logical choice. However, we have Shathra versus Serpent. I know Serpent is rank 4, but Shathra, she just bodies Serpent, man. I love this. I love this champion. He was considering Longshot there for a second, but if he does that, Weapon X is just going to wreck him next round because Thanos actually is a timeout against Weapon X, and he barely does any damage to him because he just can't pause any of his stuff since Weapon Flex is permanently unblockable. But yeah, here Serpent's going to start out unstoppable. You just got to parry light. And I wasn't really sure about the rotation on a rank 4 Serpent. I was able to do like 43 seconds on a rank 3, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'm recreating that anytime soon because the AI was just perfect. But yeah, I think we're gonna go for just special 1, special 2, special 1, special 2 here, just to play it safe and not eat any combos. So Killmonger did cook for us. Love to see it. It was a bit of a gamble by him, but you have to respect that because he would have been set up well for round 3. And here, I didn't realize in time, but he sent victory track, so we're gonna have to back out and have him resend it. So now that I know that he's banning my Onslaught, there's really no reason to ban his Jack like I was before. I'm still gonna keep Prowler and Medusa gone because they're just way too OP and I don't have them. And I was considering Viagra as the 3rd ban, but then I see Longshot chilling right next to her, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that guy's way too OP. So here I'm kind of considering Shathra just because Doppel seems to really prefer the Cosmic Defender strategy, but then I just decide Titania. You can't pass on Titania. She's just tried and true. Here he gets his rank 4 Serpent and his Wolf, and so we're really hoping for Kush now. We do get the 2 Cosmic Giga Chads right next to each other, Thanos and Serpent. You gotta take them, they're just such stalls. Thanos a dual threat, it just makes sense. Here I'm looking at his champs and I'm kind of expecting a reroll, but it looks like he likes that Nefaria and Shocker. So now here I'm definitely considering a reroll. These champs just don't look appealing. but I don't really see a quick science option for Enchantress, and Red Skull is just a solid dual threat potential, so I settle for those two. Here he's getting a Bullseye, which is very concerning. You can Thanos Bullseye, but it's not really the best matchup out there. But luckily we get, look at that, Kush and NTW. There's the Serpent and the Bullseye counters, so really can't complain with this draft. He does get Enchantress here. I do have Titania, so he's just kind of banking on some wacky AI from Enchantress, which is definitely always a possibility. So here I'm not really seeing conventional Enchantress counters, so I'm just going to throw her down because I'm never going to use her on offense anyways, might as well. He also decides to throw down his Enchantress, and I have Titania here, so I am expecting to win this round, but he does surprise me with a little cook that I thought not many people knew about, but you know, Doppel's one of those players you can never underestimate. Shocker versus Enchantress is actually a very, very good matchup, and I don't see people trying it that often as much as they should. So I make one tiny little mistake in this fight, and that is letting Enchantress throw 2 of her heavy hits instead of punishing after her first one, and that is actually what cost me. I didn't think his Shocker round would be so incredibly goated, but it was. So you should always just play as fast as you possibly can, you know, within reason, cutting down on those little mistakes like that, which is easily fixed. Yeah, that's just how you get better at BGs. Okay, and then here I make a diabolical slip up. What I'm thinking is that I want to bait his Chavez because he only has one Chavez, and then next round my Thanos would cook, hypothetically, on defense. However, what Doppel is very smart about here is realizing that there's no reason to try and win with Chavez. He can just do a semi-decent fight with Nefaria. And I'm forced to use Red Skull here because I have to save NTW and Kushala respectively for Bullseye and Serpent. And why would I risk Thanos versus Wolf going wrong when Red Skull would just get nuked on defense anyways next round? So really what I should have done was predict Red Skull versus Wolf matchup being a very nice one, 50 plus K, and thrown down my second best defender, which would have been Thanos, who more likely than not probably would have stalled long enough for this fight. So now I'm looking at his rank 4 Serpent and having to place my rank 3 Thanos down when he has Chavez, and just thinking, here we go. Little mess up there, but we're still going to try. You never know what's going to happen, and Kush versus Serpent can actually go way faster than people think. Just following this little trick where you don't dash back when Serpent throws his special, just block is unblockable with Kush's ability, and he won't gain his extra coal force charges that way, which won't give him his resistance up at 4 coals. So yeah, I still had hope for this just because Kush can put up a very winnable score even punching up against this guy. And I think the combination of his Chavez being low Sig, and also I don't think that he has a maxed out Iron Fist Relic. Those two are definitely going to be in our favor over on in his fight. And here the SIGs are really coming in clutch, getting that passive soul barb. Honestly, most underrated SIG. I think people are definitely starting to realize how OP it is, so it's not really that underrated anymore. But for a while, like people were saying Kush didn't need to be awakened. And oh my, bro, the damage, like the difference in damage with the passives is just wild. So our GOAT Thanos was actually able to hold it down, and we take the lead 2-0 in this series, which I did not expect. I ain't gonna lie. Doppel is a very scary opponent. And yeah, so we're feeling good right here. So I decided to go with the same bands. I think these three are definitely his strongest advantage over me because I don't have any of them in my deck. And then isolating those, he just has the problem of his Cosmic Defenders, his Photon, and just like the occasional Trap Defender like Domino or Maestro, which I'm not really that worried about. And we don't have to worry about Onslaught either because he's banning mine. So here he's taking Nick Fury, which is very interesting because I do run several counters, including Weapon X, which we're going to grab right away, and Sunspot. I think we also get him this draft. We're going to take the Joe here just because of the fact that things can go wrong in that fight, and the other champs can be hard countered just so easily. Joe seems like a little bit safer to me. Might have been a mistake, but I think it's fine looking back. So here we're definitely taking Titania, and then I'm going to grab Sunspot because he can work for Cork or the Nick Fury, so it's just a nice little pick right there. Here he gets his rank 4 Kush and Thanos, and I'm thinking, so it's going to be like that then. We do get our Chavez, which is really nice because she's extremely good for his Thanos. And then I'm just going to grab Black Panther Civil War here. He can work for Photon, can technically be a dual threat, but he usually gets nuked. But, I mean, the other options here didn't seem too good. And here he gets his rank 4 Serpent and his SIG 200 Photon, and I'm thinking, yeah, that's probably wraps, because I don't really have many defenders. I have Joe, but, like, Joe ain't even that scary, let's be real. I don't even know why I whitelisted Joe. I really didn't know who else to whitelist. And I also whitelisted Crossbones, which Doppel has a sick 200 of. So yeah, I was just being dumb. Here we get last pick Kush. I mean, I still don't have any defenders, but it is nice having Kush for that Serpent. Not really feeling too good about this draft, but we're just going to give it our best. So here he's throwing down Corgussie, and I'm thinking maybe I can get rid of his Nick Fury by placing my Joe. Because that way I can use Sunspot on Korg and save my Titania, because I don't want to use hits on Korg. And then, yeah, it's just a nice little double defender down. And Sunspot versus Korg is actually very nice. You can throw your special 1 without taking any thorns. It is a little bit lucky in this fight because my last hit of my special 2 crits, if I remember correctly. But yeah, if you just hit those light intercepts, and you can also sidestep Korg on his medium dash, it makes it a lot easier. Here, I was definitely light attacking, but that Korg's just too quick, bro. And so we do take this round, but I'm thinking I don't really have any defenders left. He can just Kush my Weapon X. He can Titania anything else. And yeah, he's got rank 4 Serpent and say 200 Photon. Just, you know, easy defenders, of course. I really need to rank 3 my Mantis, man, because Photon, if I don't get Chad Bones, she just be pushing me around too much, you know? It's just, it ain't right. So here I go into this fight thinking it should be an easy cook. Just get double debuffs, Haymaker, special 3. But what I fail to remember is that Photon is going to go unstoppable when she hits pure light. And I'm just short of my special 3. When that happens, you guys are going to see. So yeah, easy cook right there, 100%. He destroyed his fight anyway, so that always makes you feel better when you mess up badly like that. So now I just gotta pray that Weapon X cooks. He's gonna use his rank 4 Kush. Very, very good counter there because the debuffs are just gonna tick him down. He can't really do anything. And she gets those free intercepts for her blessings. Yeah, so I don't really have high hopes for this. Serpent fight could have been a little bit faster there because his AI wasn't really willing at the start, but I don't think we would have beat, what is that, 53 seconds? Yeah, for rank 4 Serpent, energy res, that's a tall order. So I'm really wishing that I had something scary like a rank 4 Serpent or Kush that I could whitelist at this point. Because he keeps getting that Serpent, that Kush, bro. Getting a little frustrated, but we just got to lock it in here and get one more for the W. Gonna grab this guy, Chad Bones. He's really my only reliable photon counter just because I got a baby mantis. Yeah, Chad Bones the GOAT. And I love seeing that he's skipping on Korg here because the Sunspot fight kind of intimidated him a little bit. And we get Thanos Serpent back to back. It's what you love to see. And he responds with his rank 4 Cushion Serpent. I'm like, okay, calm down. Let's calm down over here. And then I'm just looking at these mid champs right here, and I'm like, so this is how we gonna be. But yeah, here I'm feeling the pressure from his draft, so I'm thinking it's time to reroll. Please show me my Kushala. It's really all I'm looking for. We don't really get any strong options here. Chavez is kind of nice, I guess. But for rank 4 Serpent, I don't really have the best expectations for that. And then Domino, who is kind of useless now because he gets Jack next pick. But here we get the GOAT Fisto 6-star and Red Skull. Mephisto, he can be kind of sneaky, and I was thinking he might like double up on Kush. So Mephisto Serpent counter could kind of pressure him there. And then here I believe he rerolls into Thanos, which is like, oh brother. Oh no, Lord help me. But no. We still got this. We still got this. Not really. I'm actually thinking I'm so cooked at this point. Like, it's not even funny. I don't even really know what to place. So I just throw down a Hail Mary Mephisto because he's cool. He's based. And he throws down Thanos, which I'm like, oh yeah. Okay, so bro doesn't know I got that SIG 200 Iron Fist relic. So we might be able to surprise him with a round here. Take a round that he wouldn't expect. Because Titania versus Mephisto, you kind of do have to slow play a little bit to save all your health. And we barely squeak out a W right here. Absolutely love to see it. That round right there was like so pivotal. I did not, at this point I'm thinking, okay, we just got to seal the deal. How do we strategize to win one more round? And he throws down that rank 4 Serpent, which I was gambling last round with my Chavez. I don't have a Serpent counter now. So I'm just going to throw down my Serpent. And again, Doppel doesn't take the bait because he's too smart of a player. He doesn't use his Kush here like I wanted. He just goes with Sinister, which is a pretty decent counter. Better than I'm going to do with Chad Bones because the AI here is really mean and it's a rank 4 Serpent, so I kind of just get wrecked. Holy cookage right there. It is not what you like to see, but it's all right. We move round 3 now. Let's lock in. Now I'm kind of debating who to put down because I know Thanos is going to get nuked by rank 4 Chavez, but if I place down Domino, it's the same thing, and Red Skull, and I don't want him to place his Chavez on defense because a rank 4 Chavez with my champs right now would actually be a bit of a problem. So Thanos is the only option for defense here. He does place Jack, and I'm not really sure how this fight is going to go, but I know Red Skull's a beast, so I just put my faith in him. And we just need Thanos' protection to hold out. And we come out of that fight 100%. He's still in there thinking, oh, thank God for you, Thanos. I don't know how you cooked, but you did somehow. So, yeah, GG's to Doppel, man. This guy is the absolute GOAT. He always bullies me in GC. So, feeling fortunate to snag this series from him. But yeah, guys, this was a fun little commentary. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this one. I find it very interesting to look back at the different series that we do and like the decisions that we make throughout each match, and it's a lot easier to do that in a tournament setting. So yeah, have a good one, guys. Peace.